Zone WGN News.
There is a shortage of affordable housing across the country and here in Chicago. Rents are reaching all-time highs, with Americans spending 30% of their income on rent. The Pew Charitable Trust, along with architecture firm Gensler, have studied one solution: turning empty office buildings into micro-apartment complexes. Joining me now is Wes LeBlanc. He is the strategy director at Gensler. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Who came up with this idea?
It started as the brainchild of Alex Horowitz at the Pew Charitable Trust, and really as a way to address, downtown revitalization, office vacancy, and housing affordability, kind of all at the same time.
Now, we have a lot of empty office buildings here in Chicago, as well as other places. I know you guys have studied Los Angeles, Houston, and some other places. How did it work there?
Each city is different. There are different incentives. There are different structures in place. What we found in the case of Chicago in particular is, you mentioned Los Angeles and Houston, similar-ish size populations. Of the 7 cities that we've studied so far, Chicago really has the deepest need for this kind of product and a broader range of affordable housing. We have over 600,000 folks who are rent burdened or severely rent burdened, meaning that they spend 30 to 50% or more of their income just on rent.
Yeah, the estimate that you said for rent in Chicago for a micro apartment would be $950 a month, and about half the city's median rent, which is $1,825. That's a big difference.
It's a very big difference. In the case of Chicago and the prototypes that we looked at, I would also include, the rent ranges can be from $750 to $950, depending on the type of unit. That also includes all of your costs. It's pre-furnished. There is no move-in cost. There's professional cleaning, 24/7 security. It's an amenitized building. And so also no electrical or water bills. It's all included. So it's kind of a fully loaded cost to live downtown near jobs and transit.
So basically, you're just paying the rent. That's it.
Pretty much.
That's pretty cool, actually. Now, what do these places look like, and what type of buildings are we talking? Just regular office buildings that have been left vacant, especially during the pandemic?
Sure. So we have about 25 million square feet of vacant office space downtown, and a fair amount of that's not going to work for traditional office to residential conversion and may not be suitable for long-term office use. We've identified that as about 9 million of that 25 million square feet. And so that could work really well for this product type, actually. And so we're talking about buildings. I think in the case of Chicago, we took a prototypical building that is 10 or 12 stories, about 200,000 square feet, and each floor would have dwelling units on the periphery that have access to natural light, and then some centralized amenities, including bathrooms, kitchens, and things of that sort.
I guess my biggest question is, how is it being paid for if the rent isn't covering everything?
Well, actually,
their rent is covering it, but isn't there stuff that isn't being paid from that small amount of money they're paying?
No, actually, what we did as part of the model, because we can fit so many more folks into these properties, and the efficiency of the units are such that they are, you can get 3, 4, 5 times the amount of people on a particular floor. And so you can have a population of, let's say, 300, 400 people in, a decent sized building, but not a massive building. And so what we did to help accommodate for that is increased operating costs and really change the model a little bit. And so that is accounted for in those rents.
And what about security? And when can this start?
Great questions. So security, 24/7 professional security, professional cleaning, this is all built into the model. And one of the greatest things that you touch on there is really the speed to market. These can be done in 12 to 18 months. And compared to a traditional ground up development, that's a pretty significant difference, as well as a traditional office to residential conversion where you have to move a lot more of the central infrastructure of a property.
Great idea. Wes LeBlanc, the strategy director at Gensler. Good luck with that.
Thank you.